on. Hello, everyone. Hi, I am Jen Ginty. I am a personal wardrobe stylist, and today is my monthly talk for this great group. And I wanted to talk to you guys today about this book that I'm reading that is absolutely amazing. I had first heard of it through Brené Brown. And if you don't know who Brené Brown is, she's an amazing speaker and just all around guru. And she talks a lot about shame and about self love, self care, and also with helping others out in the world. She's an all around beautiful woman. And she brought on this amazing guest. And her name is Sonya Renee Taylor. And she is a speaker on body positivity, radical self love, which is something that I am very, very, you know, a part of. That is one of my major goals when I am working with a client, is that they have a radical self-acceptance of themselves. It's part of, so I have and I've spoken about it before. I have three principles, and I call them the Tao of Style, my Tao of Style. And I do follow these all the time with my clients because I think they're very, very important. And the very first one that that is my number one principle is to accept yourself in the here and now, to be present, and to learn to love who you are now, and not look back to who you are before or who you're going to be in the future. So that takes a lot of self acceptance, a lot of radical self acceptance many times, because some people are thinking, keeping their clothing from the past, like I'm going to be able to wear that again. Or, they're looking into the future saying, well, I'm going to lose the weight that I put on, and then, I'll be totally different. So I'll need my clothing then. But what you really need to focus on is who you are in the moment, and accepting that this is you, this is beautiful you, and that you have so much to give to the world and so much to show, especially through your style. So with that, when I heard Sonia and Brené speaking and talking about Sonia's book, I immediately bought it and I've been reading it, and it's called The Body is Not an Apology: The Power of Radical Self-Love. And this book has been phenomenal. So one of the major things that Sonia speaks of in it is something that I want to talk to you about today, which is the difference between best interest buying and detriment buying. So best interest buying, when you're out and you're thinking, okay, I have to go to this place, I need to buy some clothing to do this thing, anything. Or you're out there and you're like, I need a few new things for my wardrobe. um, when you're buying and when you're looking, notice who you're buying for in the moment that you're buying. If you're looking for clothing that you feel wonderful in, which is my number one goal for all my clients and for all people out there, if you're buying because you love the way it looks on you, and you love how it feels and you feel comfortable in it, then that is a best interest buy. A detriment buy is a self body shaming buy. So let's say you're out and you're saying, I have to get this outfit for, like a dinner out, or, something, I'm doing something special. Well, something special should make you feel special. And if you're buying to impress others and makes you feel uncomfortable, that's a detriment buy, because it's more along the lines of self shame, that you have to buy something to make you look better. That's a no-no in my book. Absolutely. And I'll give you some examples. One, so a best interest buy is it could be anything. It could be makeup. It could be clothing. It could be, jewelry. Whatever that want it to be, whatever it needs to be at that moment. If it's, like facial cream, whatever it is, when you buy it, what do you have in mind when you're doing the buy? Are you thinking this is going to make me look better, or this is makes me feel good. It makes me feel good about myself, and it makes me feel really pretty, beautiful. And that's what's the important part of it, is when you're buying, you should be considering it's something that is a part of you that you're bringing out instead of it making you better. I dye my hair red because I love the way I look in red hair. I don't dye it red because I think it makes me look better. I dye my hair because I love the way I look in it. I buy specific eyeshadows and specific lip glosses, and even specific nail colors because I love the way they look on me and I love the way I look in them. I don't buy them because I think they're going to make me look better. I buy them because I love the way I look in them. Same thing with clothing all of the time. And my clients know this, is when we go shopping, I want to know how you feel in it. I want it to be honest. If it feels like, well, this makes me look really good, but I don't feel comfortable in it, that's a no-no. That's not something that we should be doing with ourselves, because that's a form of self-shame. That's a way of shaming our bodies. And it's unacceptable to me. And I want it to be unacceptable to you, because this is the body that we have. We only have one, and we need to treat it with respect, because all of us are beautiful. All of our bodies are beautiful. And so when we bring in that shame that may come from years ago, could come from childhood. I have body self-shame because when I was growing up, I was a much larger girl, much larger than the girls in my class. And it was very difficult for my mother and I to go out shopping. And she would get angry and she would get frustrated and she would make me feel badly. Not that she was doing it on purpose, but I felt badly. By the end, I was crying that I couldn't wear clothing that other girls were wearing. And that stuck with me. And so when I used to go shopping, I always shopped for what was going to make me look good rather than what I felt comfortable in. Same thing with, like having gained weight. When we go out and we're trying on clothes that we need for the time being, we're shaming our bodies by saying, oh, I can't believe that I put this extra weight on. I have to buy a size up. Well, you know what? Buying a size up isn't a big difference, because the sizing for women's clothing is just wrong. It's been wrong since the get-go. And so when you're shaming yourself about extra pounds you may have put on or change in your body, that is a self-shame that is unacceptable. It's something that we need to learn to back off from and look at ourselves as positive human beings. So when you go in and you're shopping for, let's say, a dress that you're going out in, going out for a night out with your husband or significant other, and you put on a dress and you love the dress, you think the dress is so great. But in order for you to like yourself in the dress, you have to force yourself into a pair of Spanx, or like you have to make some sort of change to yourself in order for the dress to look the way you want it. Well, that's just not your dress. There are other dresses out there. There are thousands of millions of dresses out there. And so that one that you're holding on to in the store saying, I love this dress and I want to look good in it, that's not your dress. The dress that's yours is when you put it on and you think, wow, this makes me feel beautiful. I look beautiful in this dress. So I want when you're out, take a moment when you're shopping to really think about why you're purchasing something, whether it be you have to have it, or you want it. It needs to be something that is a best interest buy, where you feel self-love when you purchase it. When you bring that up to the cashier and she's ringing it up and you hear the beep beep, You get the feeling of, I got my dress, I got my outfit, I got whatever it is that I needed. I got that, facial cream that feels so good and light and airy on my face and also makes my skin look glowing. So when you're out there, just don't take anything. Don't take whatever is in front of you. Really take a moment to think about why you're purchasing it and give yourself a chance to feel beautiful in it and to feel like it's a part of you and that you're not a part of it. So that's my little discussion for the day. It's my little education, and I'm sure as I read along to this book, there'll be so many other things that are going to give me aha moments as a stylist. So I'm so excited. I'm going to leave a link to this book. The Body is Not an Apology, and it's Sonya Renee Taylor. It's a fantastic book. And like I said, I'll leave a link to it so that you can take a look at it yourself. And if you haven't listened to Brené Brown, the podcast that I heard her speak on was her podcast. She has two, is Unlocking Us. And so take a good look. It's on Spotify. It's on all other places too. It's Unlocking Us with Brené Brown. So if you look at the A Body is Not an Apology and take a listen to it, I guarantee you're going to feel inspired, because that's what this life is all about. We only have one life. We only have one body. So let's treat it the way that we want to feel, the way that our bodies should feel. Um, Beautiful. So have a great rest of the day, and I will see you all next month. Bye.